Hey guys, some hot chocolate. I have some important information that I want to give to you really quickly, and then we're also going to talk about the penny items resetting and going back to full price. We don't usually talk about that on YouTube. Usually I post the Dollar General penny list every single week right here on the tube. I also email out the penny list for all of you who sign up for my emails on my website, poweredbycoupons.com. Try to email you the penny list video or just the penny list every Monday evening or night. So you can sign up there on my website. What you guys always ask me, especially those of you who are super new, get really confused about how long you can penny shop for those items. Some of the items, as far as I'm aware, have reset and gone back to full price. And so I want to tell you about that so you don't get up to the register and the items be full price, because obviously that's a huge problem. And then there's just some other random information that I want to tell you / ask you in this really quick live video. Hey guys! We said in the month of November we weren't going to do any live videos, and I think we've done more live videos this month than any other month. Isn't it funny how life works out? Hey! Aww. Christine gave a super chat. Thank you so much, Christine. That's so sweet of you. I went to 3 stores and only got 12 trolley Halloween candy. I didn't go yet. Okay, so anyway, let's get to the point of this, okay? The first thing that I want to tell you is, and I know some of you already know this, but I just want to tell you in case you didn't see. So, YouTube notified me yesterday. I was cooking dinner, my phone made this crazy noise, and I was like, what? And it said that now I have YouTube stories, which I guess is similar to Instagram stories. Funny thing is, I have Instagram. I'm Christy Coupons on Instagram, and you can follow me there if you are not doing that already. But I don't really use Instagram stories because I don't really understand it. But I've been trying to purposely figure it out and try to post things. So anyway, now YouTube has YouTube stories, and it's amazing because it would be a really good way to get you guys information fast without making a whole entire video. I think that the YouTube story can only be like a minute long. So that's actually fantastic. I did make a YouTube story today telling you guys that the 5 off 25 digital Comfort Bay Dollar General digital coupon is glitching and giving you 5 off 25 of any purchase. Like, you don't have to include any Comfort Bay. You can literally go to Dollar General and buy $25 worth of whatever, and you're getting 5 off 25, basically, which is awesome if that works on Saturday. I don't know if it will or not. Cross your fingers. Give the video a thumbs up too, by the way. So anyway, YouTube stories could be an amazing tool. I just need you guys to watch them if I post them. I won't post like bullshit, just only important stuff that I want you to know quickly, as opposed to making a video, okay? So here's the next thing. So the other day on my video, I noticed that a lot of people were saying that they purchased something that was yellow dot, and it rang up either full price or a discounted price. Now, as most of you already know, the yellow dot pennied at Dollar General 2 weeks ago, and white dot pennied at some stores. Not all of them, apparently just in some regions, in some places. There's no rhyme or reason. It just is like hit or miss. So anyway, I noticed the other day that I was getting a bunch of comments that said somebody went to the store and yellow dot was ringing up again, either full price or at a discounted price. It wasn't a penny. And so I thought that was really odd. Immediately I went over to our Facebook group for penny shopping, which, by the way, is called Powered by Pennies. And I was looking to see if I could find people who said that they purchased yellow dot that day, because this was, I think, yesterday. Anyway, people were purchasing yellow dot. So I was like, that's really weird. It just must be like maybe they found the excluded item or whatever. And so anyway, today I continued to read posts and YouTube comments, and apparently what has happened is in some areas, apparently not everywhere, some people are still buying yellow dot pennies. but in some areas, yellow dots have reset and gone back to full price, or have gone to a discounted price, like 50% off or 75% off, which is really strange for it to go to a discounted price as opposed to full price. I think in the past, I don't remember any penny items that have reset and gone back to full price at a discounted price instead of the full price, if that makes sense. But we suspected that this was going to happen because if you guys have been penny shopping for a year, you know that last year, I'm pretty sure, I'm almost positive it was Yellow Dot. They actually reset and went back to full price within a week. And so that's the problem with penny shopping, is we never know when they're going to reset and go back to full price. They might stay a penny for 2 days. They might stay a penny for a week. They might stay a penny for a year. There's really no way to tell except by following other penny shoppers and seeing like when people start to say that they went and found some Yellow Dot and they rang up full price. So this apparently is not everywhere they haven't reset. Just in some places they have reset. So I suspect that everywhere they will reset within a couple of days or a week or maybe even Tuesday. Typically, Dollar General's sales, like if they are having a store sale, it runs from starting on Sunday and it ends on Saturday. But if it's any kind of penny or clearance item, usually those run from Tuesday to Monday. If you guys got any Yellow Dot pennies today, let us know in the chat, or even if this isn't live anymore and you're just watching this video later, let us know in the comments of the video if you got Yellow Dot today for a penny. It's helpful if you put what day it is because somebody might be watching this video tomorrow, and what state you live in. Or if you if it wasn't a penny, let us know as well. Some of the white dot has reset too, they said, like in places that white dot was a penny. In some of those places it seems to be ringing up full price again. So I don't want, okay, so if you guys remember right before the whole Julie's Freebies video of penny shopping was ending, right before that I told you guys that we were going to start hearing rumors that penny shopping is ending, because we always hear those types of rumors at the end of the year. Literally, like 2 days later, Julie's Freebies made a video saying that penny shopping was ending. November 1st, they suspected, and this and that. The rumors had more teeth to them than last time. So obviously penny shopping did not end, but the reason I'm mentioning this is because these items are resetting so quickly, again, it's going to fuel those rumors again. And I promise you, it is best to just ignore anybody who tells you, whether it be a store manager or a store employee, that penny shopping is ending. Just ignore that, okay? Because it happens all the time. For whatever reason, at the end of the year, a lot more people will start to say it. It's usually bullshit. Obviously, we've been penny shopping still, and we get those rumors every single year. Okay, and so, Jessie. So I can't give you guys the lady's name who gives me the penny list. She's actually fairly new to giving me the penny list, but she gives it to me on Fridays usually, which is amazing. As you guys know, she was having a hard time financially, and I asked you guys to donate $1 or whatever you could to her, since she helps us for absolutely nothing in return, because she was having a rough time. Obviously, it's Christmas time. She has kids and stuff like that. So anyway, you guys, I was afraid that PayPal was going to hold the money for her forever, so I sent it to her from like MoneyGram, Walmart to Walmart, whatever it's called. It was the first time I ever sent money like that, but I sent her $452 the other day. So yeah, And I think she may have gotten like $1 or $2 in my PayPal since then. Nobody else is sending me money in PayPal. I know if somebody sends me $1, it's for her. If she gets any more, I'm just going to save it and mail it to her. But since that was such a large amount, I was afraid to mail it, especially at Christmas time. I was afraid it'd get lost in the mail or something like that. So anyway, thank you for helping her. She was so appreciative. You guys have no idea. She was like, this is the nicest thing anybody's ever done to me. And she was like, I know you can't tell them who I am, but tell them all thank you so much. So, can you really buy pennies online? Not from Dollar General. Not that I'm aware of. My PayPal is Krista, Christa, Ramsey, Ramsey, the number 6 at gmail.com. Regarding the app, does it actually scan? I used to love the Dollar General Penny Finder app. I promoted it in every video that we talked about penny items. Could y'all give the video a thumbs up, please? I really, really heavily promoted it, and I still agree that, you know, since it is just I think now it's $2.99. I still think that you should buy it and see if it's for you. Since $2.99 isn't a ton of money, obviously, you know, we don't want to throw $2.99 away, but I think you should at least try it for $2.99. I used to love it. For whatever reason, here recently, I've been having a lot of trouble with it. Like, it's kind of useless for me now. But used to, I really, really used it. Even earlier this year, I really, really used it, and it really helped me find a lot of pennies. The thing with Penny Finder, though, it's really good for older penny items. It is a community-driven app, meaning if other penny shoppers aren't purchasing the items and entering them into the app, it's useless. And so that's the one of the main problems with it is sometimes like people just are penny shopping on Tuesday morning and nobody's really stopping to take the time to put the items into the app. And so you might scan something on Tuesday and it say it's not a penny when in fact it is. So I just want to let you guys know that in some areas the yellow and white dots, I'm going to keep saying that in this video because I want everybody to see and hear that. In some areas, yellow and white dot for sure price or full price. I think it's really interesting that they're bringing up a discounted price in some areas. That's so weird to me, but I don't know. The penny items, the penny list that we got Tuesday is still okay. I've not seen anybody have any trouble with those. The other day in my video, or yesterday actually, I mentioned some people were saying that the Fruit Loops were not a penny, but after I said that, like 100 people sent me their pictures and receipts where they had got the Fruit Loops. So I don't know what's up with that. I find that very odd, but somebody asked another question that I was going to answer. I know a lot of you guys are new to penny shopping. And the biggest question that I get recently, and kind of makes me laugh every time I see it, and I see it every single day. Can we give the video a thumbs up? I'm going to keep reminding you of that as well. I've been drinking the crap out of some hot chocolate. Anyway, the biggest question that I've been getting recently is, are there penny items in so-and-so Michigan? Are there penny items in blah, 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 blah? Why sometimes when I go to my Dollar General, they tell me they can't sell me penny items and stuff like that. Dollar General is not a franchise. It is a corporate owned retail chain, I guess is what you would call it. But it's not, they're not franchises, meaning that each store does not have an individual owner. So each store cannot make up their own rules. Where some people get really confused, as it does say, and it says this in every store's coupon policy, and not only in the coupon policy, but just the store policy in general, is that the final decision is up to the manager, and the manager has the final say whether or not they're going to take your coupons or sell you penny items or whatever. But that's just basically there to protect your store. Every store, every single Dollar General across the United States, no matter what city or state you live in, has penny items. Penny items are not meant to be found. They're supposed to be removed off the shelf. So for some of you, it's going to feel damn near impossible to find them. And then for some of you, you're going to go in a store like me and Shantae did the other day and find 400 penny items. Like, it's just a hit or miss thing. It's not something that comes easy. You really have to think of it as a treasure hunt. I think that's the best way to explain it. But it's also important to know that while all the store policies do say the manager has the final say, the manager of the store cannot just make up crazy rules. A lot of the times you'll get up to the register and they'll say, I'm only going to sell you one penny item or one like penny item. All of that is bullshit and totally not true. It literally says in the Dollar General employee handbook that if a customer finds a penny item on the sales floor, then you are to sell the item to the customer for a penny without arguing with them or anything like that. Legitimately, just sell them the penny item, shut the fuck up, and go on about your day. So if you get up to the register and that does not happen, then what you can do is ask to speak to the manager. Perhaps the person talking to you and refusing to sell you the penny items might be the manager. Usually what I personally would do is just be like, well, I know it says in your policy that you're supposed to sell me the penny items as long as they're on the sales floor. If they still continue to be a problem for you, usually even if you just threaten to call the district manager or the corporate office, they will like back down and be like, okay, yeah, I'll sell them to you. But if not, you can legitimately call, ask them for the district manager's phone number, or ask if it's the manager, ask them to call the district manager right then and there. Anytime I'm in a store and I think there's going to be a problem, no matter what, and not only for YouTube, just in life in general, to protect myself, anytime I'm in a store and I think there's going to be a problem, I start recording on my phone. In West Virginia, which is the state that I live in, it is a one-party consent state, meaning the person I'm recording doesn't have to know that I'm recording. As long as one party has consented, which would be me, to the recording, then I'm allowed to record them. So I just hit record on my phone just in case anything happens to protect myself. Again, I don't think that's legal in all states. You might want to find out. I'm just saying you should think about doing that if you're having problems at your store. But anyway. Oh, hey, let's talk about where to get the penny list, because this is another really popular question that I get. So, I post the Dollar General penny list every single week here on YouTube. Even if there's not a penny list, I make a video and let you guys know. That video goes up anytime between Friday and Monday. I try to get it up as soon as possible. I know a lot of us who penny shop also coupon, and we're usually at Dollar General on Saturday, so I try to post the penny list video before Saturday so you guys can look for the penny items while you're in the store on Saturday. You can't purchase them on Saturday, but you can scope out the store and see what they have, where it's at, and that kind of thing. Maybe which store in your area is the best one to go to on Tuesday morning and that kind of thing. Where I personally get the penny list from is Dollar General employees. Usually it's from Dollar General managers. The girl who has been giving me the penny list, who we raised money for, she's actually not the general manager of the store, but she is she's like a key holder, I guess is what they're called. But she could lose her job if they found out that she was giving me the penny list to share with all of you guys. Any store manager who has the penny list, like, they don't give the Dollar General cashiers usually access unless that specific store manager gives them access. Only the store managers and key holders and like shift managers get access to the penny list. And if they do get caught sharing it with other people, they could lose their job. So it's not like you can just walk in your Dollar General store and ask them for the penny list. I mean, they're probably going to laugh at you if you do that. Even sometimes if you think you're like friends with them, it's ultimately their job to pull the items off the floor. So it's not likely that they're going to give you the penny list. There have been times where I paid a lot of money to get the penny list, honestly. Not that many, I guess, but I have paid for it, just so I could get it to you guys. But it's hard to get. Like, it's not like you guys can just go to your store and ask the store for the penny list. Only managers get it. I kind of know that that's not true. Only managers, key holders, shift, I don't know what they're called. I don't know what the correct term for them. But just like the average cashier who's not a key holder does not have access. Like apparently they have like an access code or whatever they got to put in into their little system, and they're just a regular cashier does not have access to it. And the reason they don't have access to it, obviously, is because they want to keep it out of our hands. So, I mean, you can try to obtain it, but I post it here for you every single week, and I email it to you every single week. And the reason I do that, and the reason I pay to email you guys every Monday night so I can send out a mass email to thousands of people. Sometimes I send you the video as opposed to just sending the penny list. But the reason I do that is in case you miss a YouTube video, or you don't get notified, or you forget, because sometimes I have forgotten, oh shit, it's Tuesday. But now that I do YouTube, of course, I have that. It's really important to me because that video usually gets a lot of views. So I definitely remember. Somebody put big question marks, like notice me signs, and said some cashiers are taking the penny items. It's actually totally against the rules for Dollar General employees to buy or take the penny items. They could, if the corporate office found out, they lose their job on the spot. It's actually been a problem, apparently, as I'm told from my sources through the Dollar General corporate office, that they're having problems with cashiers or store employees buying or taking the penny items. The girl that gives me the penny list, I know that she penny shops. I'm not going to get her in trouble for that. My thoughts on that is it's bullshit because Dollar General employees, as you guys know, are usually totally overworked and underpaid. So it doesn't make me angry that they take the penny items, because I feel like obviously they're still going to miss some and there's still going to be some for me to purchase. But I don't know. I mean, there's nothing you can really do about that. I think if I worked at Dollar General and I knew that some of the items were a penny, I don't know that honestly I could sit here and say that I wouldn't try to buy them for a penny. I can't honestly say that. So you can't get discouraged when you're penny shopping. It does take a lot of patience and time. Once you kind of start to get good with it, though, you start to kind of like unintentionally find things that are a penny, and it's amazing. So you just have to hang in there and keep looking. Girl, you know you would. I can't imagine that, I mean, a lot of people wouldn't if they had the opportunity to work at a store and purchase things for just a penny. I can't imagine, especially if it was something that, like, maybe it was some clothes for your kid or rugs or something like that. I've been wanting to make you guys a penny list cheat sheet like I did last time. I'm going to work on that, I think, this week. What do the dots mean? So when items come in Dollar General, they have, okay, Dollar General gets two different kinds of items in their store. They get core items, and core items are items that the store is always going to carry, like shampoo, conditioner, uh, stuff like that, cleaning supplies, stuff like that. And then they also get seasonal items. The seasonal items are typically the items that go to a penny. All of the seasonal items usually come into the store at the same time. For example, when, right before fall, Dollar General gets in a big shipment of fall items. And how they distinguish fall from winter and summer and whatever is they put colored dots, stars, triangles on the tag. So green dot, for example, would be summer home items. And so they put a green dot on the tag. So when those items are discounted, the Dollar General employees can easily, remove them from the floor or hang up a sign that says green dot's going to be on sale or whatever. And that's basically all the dots mean. Over time, the more you shop at Dollar General, you kind of learn like green dot, purple dot, and brown dot are always home type items like throws, rugs, cups, bowls, that kind of thing. White dot and yellow dot are always like springy, summerish clothing, shoes, and accessories, stuff like that. I'm guessing fall and Thanksgiving will penny next week. I don't know. Hey, one location close to me sells everything that's next to the penny list for 25 cents. So there's never anything left. Yeah. Dollar General has gotten better at doing that since I was a penny shopper. Like, when I first started penny shopping, they didn't run the sales like they do now. Like, things would just be 25% off, 50% off, 75% off, 90% off, and then a penny. But now, a lot of the times they'll go to, all those that I just said, and then they'll go to like 75% off, 90% off, 25 cents, and they'll stay 25 cents for a month, and then they go to a penny. Obviously, they do that because making 25 cents is more than a penny, and it ultimately makes the store a little bit more profit, I suppose. But they still eventually go to a penny. Even if things stopped being a penny altogether and they only went to 25 cents, I mean, we're still getting incredible deals, right? So, will you do a 5 off 25 scenario for Saturday? Absolutely, yes. The only way that I wouldn't is if we get a ton of snow. I do not drive in the snow, and something is definitely wrong with my car battery. I'm hoping to get a new one tomorrow, but I went and waited for AJ to get off the bus yesterday evening, and I turned the car off, and I made sure everything was off because the battery's been going dead, and it went dead. And so Jason has discovered that there's definitely something wrong with my battery. I forget. So anyway, I gotta get a new battery. But yes, even if I have to do it in a live video and just give you guys that kind of scenario, I've actually already started working on them. Do you ever use Bricksseek? Yes, but I'm not that good at it. I don't really understand it that well. I know that sounds silly. I have some friends that do. My friend Christy, if there was a good deal on something that I needed to try to find, I would just message her and be like, can you help me? It's funny how, I feel like penny shopping and Dollar General kind of stuff I'm really good at, but stuff like that, sometimes I feel a little lost. So I understand how you guys feel sometimes, who are new. Shy says, all my stores say that they're trying to do away with clothing sections eventually, a couple years probably. all new stores in my area doesn't have clothing sections at all. So I didn't realize that there were so many stores that don't have clothing sections. Who I just read her comment, we met in Tennessee and we were kind of talking about that. I think it was me and wasn't it? Or me and Shantae. I can't remember which one. I've met them both in Tennessee. But anyway, we were talking about some stores not having clothing sections. And that's so weird to me because every Dollar General that I've ever been into, I think, had a clothing section. But I have heard that rumor as well. But something that you have to keep in mind is, okay, so I know some of the stores that I have are what they call test stores. And so that means sometimes things will go on sale there that aren't on sale anywhere else. I usually don't go to those stores because it gets me confused with what is in line with you guys. Before I started making YouTube videos, I went to that store all the time. Sometimes they would have better sales than the regular stores. But they do test things like that out. But at the same time, with Dollar General, just in general, there are so many rumors going around all the time about everything. So my best advice is to completely ignore that until you see some kind of proof of it. Just like the whole penny shopping is ending thing. Like, told you so. Can y'all give the video a thumbs up? That would be also grateful. Will Thanksgiving stuff go for a penny on Tuesday? I don't like to speculate that kind of thing until we see some kind of hard proof. I honestly don't know. There's no, I mean, I can suspect what's going to happen, but that, I mean, we have one that's like a complete grocery store. Like the Dollar General Market, yes. And I don't know if you guys have ever seen it, but there's also some like Dollar General convenience type stores that have gas and stuff like that. Do managers get in trouble when penny items are found? Okay, that's a good question. I gotta get a drink of hot chocolate for this because my hot chocolate's getting cold. So, district managers are over usually like quite a bit of stores. I don't know the number, but it depends on the district. Some district managers are stricter than others, but for the most part, the general rule of penny shopping at Dollar General is that no, not unless you go into Dollar General and you find like thousands of penny items every single week. No. If you go and like the one that we did in the video where we found 400 penny items, the girl that never even occurred to her. The lady who gives me the penny list works at Dollar General. She would not get her fellow employees in trouble by giving us the penny list. Like, some of them say that, and that's another one of those rumor type things. And we've kind of talked about this before and recently, I think, here on YouTube. There's actually a Facebook group for Dollar General employees, like made by Dollar General employees. It's not the Dollar General corporate office. It's just a bunch of bitchy Dollar General employees. And in there, they talk about getting in trouble for finding penny items and stuff like that. All of that stuff is just stemmed from rumors. If at any point I see any evidence ever that any Dollar General employee is getting in trouble for us buying penny items, I promise you I would make a video and tell everyone not to ever penny shop again, because my kind of rule of thumb or theory or whatever is I don't ever want anybody to lose their job because of me, or so I can save a couple of bucks or make a couple of bucks. That is really just not who I am as a person. And I know most of you guys who watch would quit penny shopping if you knew somebody was going to lose their job over it. I mean, if they're ultimately, though, their job is to pull the penny items. So if they never pull them, I mean, maybe eventually after selling, thousands of penny items, they might get in trouble. But if you're just going in there and finding penny items here and there, no. And if you ever, somebody said I heard of an employee getting fired over a gift card glitch. Yes, but hearing and knowing for sure that it happens are two totally different things. Like sometimes people just say shit, you know, I mean, maybe that employee quit and they just wanted to give you a guilt trip. So you come in and they were like, Bob got fired because you come and bought gift cards. You know what I mean? Jelly bean? I think you should address the whole thing about employees giving penny items away for free. I don't know what to say about that. We've actually talked about that here before. I don't know what to say about it. I don't know what you're supposed to do. It's happened to me too, where when you go to the store and you find penny items and the Dollar General employees are like, I'm not ringing them through the register. A lot of the times, though, too, guys, it's like, I think it makes the person who works at Dollar General feel incompetent, like they didn't do their job. And some of them really like to do their job and they're maybe trying to get a promotion or, you know, raised up to key holder or manager or whatever. And they think if, you know, they sell penny items, it's not going to get them that promotion or whatever. But as far as us going in the store and them saying, I don't want to ring them through the register, I'll just give them to you for free. We've talked about this here before, and I think that we have come to the conclusion that the best possible thing that you can do if that happens is however many items you have, especially if you know it's going to happen. So let's say I'm buying 50 penny items, and I get up to the register and they say, nope, I'm not ringing them through the register. Then lay 50 cents on the counter and leave. Because then, you know, the camera sees proof of you leaving money. I just hate for someone to, I don't know if like conspiracy to commit shoplifting is a thing. I don't really know. But I'd hate for you to get in trouble for shoplifting or something like that. So if it's just penny items, I would just leave the money on the counter and leave. If they don't want to ring them through the register, fine. That's on them. There was a point, though, that somebody told me that, and I said, no, I'm not taking the stuff out of the store until you ring it through the register. I don't think that they can dispute that, and if you insist on them giving you a receipt and they won't do it, they won't ring it through the register, so that's fine. We can just call the Dollar General corporate office. I mean, I'm sure that they ring them through the register when you say that. Yeah, I think since they go to a penny, like Dollar General should just give those items to their employees. That's what I think, but obviously they don't care what I think. So. But I think it's crazy too. I had a cashier give me penny items and it was a manager. Yeah, me too. Have you ever did the Michael grab bags? No, because we don't have a Michael's. I wish we did. I care what you think. Aw. Happened to me Tuesday. I had her write me a note that she refused to ring me up and was giving them to me for free. She did on a 525 receipt and wasn't happy about it. Good for you. Like, I don't know either what the correct thing to do is, really. I mean, I don't have an answer. I wish I did, and I could be like, do this. But I think you just have to do what you think is right. There's a penny app. We are fully aware of the penny app. Thank you. Any advice for feeling nervous at the register? Ugh. I don't think that ever goes away, honestly. Sometimes I still get nervous at the register. Not like I did when I first started, but I just try to tell everybody, like, to confidently walk up to the register and just pretend like you know what you're doing. It seems to make it go for a smoother transaction. Fake it till you make it. The penny app has been glitchy in the store. Yeah, for me too. Can you penny shop any day of the week? Yes. Not everyone is aware of the penny app. What is it? It's called Penny Finder. It's a one-time fee of $2.99. I used to love it. We talked about this earlier in the video. That's why I said that. I used to love the Penny Finder app. It was amazing. It worked for me. I promoted it in every video that we talked about penny items and recommended that everybody buy it. And I still think you should buy it and see if it's for you. But for me personally, recently, it just isn't, it's worthless. And I hate to say that because I love the people that like have the app. They've been really nice to me and really helpful, and they've shared my videos, and they're really great. I don't know if it's because now I have an iPhone, whereas before I was using an Android, but it tells me things that are in the app with the same barcode. Like, I can search and find the item, but when I scan it, it doesn't come up. So, I don't know. But totally, yes, you should download the app and try it and see if it's for you. Also, the problem with it is it's a community-driven app. So on Tuesdays when we get new penny lists, if you go in and you find one of those items and scan it, it's most likely going to tell you that nobody else has found that item for a penny. I have a tutorial on it too, by the way. If you guys want to see that, it's on my, you can just search YouTube for Penny Finder tutorial, and my video will come up. But on Tuesday mornings, a lot of the time nobody's entered the new penny items into the app, so it'll tell you that there are no pennies, found for that item. And when in reality, a lot of people have probably found them. They just haven't taken the time to enter them into the app. I know for me, you should just stop asking. I didn't see what you asked. If you put a bunch of question marks in front of your question, it helps too. But I have a really hard time reading and talking, reading and talking at the same time. I am very easily distracted. Okay, so I want to read this. You're not you're not going to believe this. I found clothes with SS17 and they still charge me full price. I found clothes with white dot SS18 full price. What am I doing wrong? The purpose of this video is to inform you guys that some of the yellow dot and white dot items have reset and gone back to full price. Not in every area. And there, I wish there was I could be like, if you live in Pennsylvania, they're reset, but it just seems to be hit or miss. In some areas they have reset and gone, they're no longer a penny. So it's maybe not that you're doing something wrong. And listen to me. This is the part where we get really close to the phone and you listen to what I'm about to say. And especially if you're a new penny shopper, please hear me out. Well, what the hell, Krista? Listen, hear me, okay? Do not ever think, just because an item has a different year than the current year that we're in, that it's a penny. Don't assume just because you find a SS11 in Dollar General that it's a penny, because it's most likely not a penny, because eventually those items do reset and go back to full price. Last year, we had some items that reset really quickly and went back to full price. And let me tell you, I'm really pissed off about yellow dot resetting and going back to full price, because I have not looked for yellow dot in my area. And when we found those 400 penny items, let me add this in this video because I didn't clearly explain that, and people were confused in the video that I did where we found almost 400 penny items. I said I couldn't take any home. It wasn't because the lady I was penny shopping with was stingy and wanted them all for herself. But I was riding a Greyhound bus and they charged for extra bags. It just wasn't worth it for me to pay a ton of money to take things back. So she resells and she donates and gives stuff away and stuff like that too. So she just kept them all, which was fine with me. It was fun. Is there a scanner you can use? Yeah, we've talked about that scanner twice in this video. I have a tutorial on my YouTube. It's called Dollar General Penny Finder. It costs $2.99. It's a one-time fee. Highly recommend that you go watch the tutorial. It has not been working for me recently personally, but since it is just $2.99, I do recommend that you download it and give it a try and see if it's for you. It's really better for looking for older penny items because the new penny items usually have not been entered into the app yet. Do you guys have any final questions? We've been going for almost an hour, and since I'm sitting in the living room, everybody's like in their rooms with the door shut, waiting on me to get done so they can come out because, you know. My mom's still kicking, so that's a good sign, I guess. I just don't want you guys to assume that just because an item is older that it is a penny, because again, a lot of the times those things reset and go back to full price. And that's one of the big mistakes that I made when I was a new penny shopper, is if the year was older, I would assume that it is, you know, was a penny. What about the Dollar General Go? Oh, thank you for asking about that, because I meant to address that earlier. Plus, could y'all give the video a thumbs up? Dollar General Go works by Bluetooth. The store that you're in has to have Dollar General Go. Anybody can download the Dollar General Go app, but it will not work unless you're in a store with Dollar General Go. The stores that I've been to that have Dollar General Go have a big sign on the window out front that you can see, and at the registers that say DG Go. So you're going to know if there's a store in your area that has Dollar General Go. You will know it, I promise. As soon as you go to your Dollar General and you see a big ass sign that says Dollar General Go, you're going to be like, holy shit balls. And Dollar General Go is amazing. It's brilliant. You can scan the items and it tells you what the price is. You don't even have to go. It's like basically a self-checkout system, which is amazing, because now you don't have to deal with a cashier or anything. But it tells you the price, but you can't use it unless your store has Dollar General Go. They make you turn your Bluetooth on and connect to the store. So if the store doesn't have Dollar General Go, it doesn't work. Or we would all be using it. I would totally not recommend paying $2.99 for Penny Finder if Dollar General Go worked everywhere. But something that I did not mention in the video that I did the other day, like the haul video with the almost 400 penny item video or whatever, we had a lot of problems in that store that day with Dollar General Go. She had to stand up front at the store to scan the items, and I was like kind of in the further back in the store in the clothes, finding pennies, and mine wouldn't work at all. So you have to have service in order to use it, and you guys know how the Dollar Generals are. So if you don't have service, you're not going to be able to use it anyway. So I think that's Dollar General's reservation probably with making Dollar General Go national, is that it doesn't work if there's no service. And at most stores, you don't get service all the way through the store. So they're really going to have to get that figured out. If you have a question, put some question marks there and shoot so I can let everybody come out of their rooms. We've just always done a lot of question marks with the questions here. Usually we have a topic though, so what I like to do is just read some of the YouTube questions and see what you guys are asking me. Here's what honestly annoys me. And I'm sorry to call you out like this, but I'm going to do it. Here's a bunch of question marks, and it says, I need help real fast. That's all it says. So now what? You know what I mean? I hate when people are like, can I ask you a question? Just ask the question. Sorry, I didn't mean to call you out. I'm sorry. What do you do when you're at the register and something you thought for a penny actually rings up full price? I talked about this in the video the other day as well. Just say, oh my gosh, I thought that was on sale. I bought it last week for $4. Could you please void it off my transaction? I am so sorry. Hey Krista, are yellow and white dots still a penny? They have reset apparently and gone back to either discounted price or full price in some areas. Multiple people are saying this. I think it was yesterday I noticed on my video a bunch of people were saying They went to their store and found Yellow Dot and it was full price or whatever. And then a bunch of people in the penny group today are also saying that in their area. So it's safe to say that in some areas they have reset. So unfortunately, we don't know which areas they've reset and which areas they haven't. It appears that in some areas they're still a penny, but I did want to make a video and let you guys know that it is a possibility that you're going to go to your store and the yellow dot and white dots are going to ring up full price or at a discounted price, which I think is really strange. So there's nothing you can really do except be like, oh gosh, I bought this really cheap last week and I thought it was still on sale. Could you please void it off my transaction? And some stores I've even heard them say, like, we won't void it. So what are you going to do? Call the police and make me pay? No. Just say void it off my transaction because I'm literally not paying for it. We do know that Dollar General store employees do get in trouble if they have tons of voids, so don't do it to them on purpose and don't continue to buy things that are full price just to get them to void. Don't do that. My yellow dots are still a penny today. It's also helpful if you guys tell us what state you're in, if you bought them for a penny, if you didn't buy them for a penny. Is there anywhere I can look online to get familiar with symbols? No. My best advice, it's hard because each week we get the penny list for Dollar General, and most of the time it's not just a dotted item. Most of the time it's like completely random items, like the penny list that we had on Tuesday, if you happen to see that list. And there was like, I don't know, 10 items that were completely random with no dots, like Dr. Scholl's, blah, 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 Rexall, foot gripper, heel gripper, whatever. And so that's, I wouldn't focus so much on just getting familiar with the dots. What I would focus on is like maybe going back through and watching the older penny list videos, especially the ones with visuals, and just looking how we found that product and matched up the barcode. That's why I've been trying to give you guys a visual every week so you could know what to look for. Why do cashiers get in trouble for voiding? Do I have deals for Saturday? Yes, that video should be up tomorrow. Well, it should be up tomorrow. I keep getting confused on the date. I have 5 off 25 breakdowns, yes. Why do they get in trouble for voiding? Let's say I'm a cashier and you're my best friend and you come to the line and I act like I'm ringing stuff up for the camera and then I void it off and still give it to you. Apparently, a lot of them do that or have done that in the past, and that's why. I know for a fact they may not even get in trouble, but it causes like problems for them. So, how come I can get older items for Christmas pennied when others... How come I can't get older items for Christmas pennied when others can? I don't know exactly what you're asking. Why can't you find them at your store? I don't know what you're asking exactly. If you're unsure if they've reset at your store, I would just try to go buy one. And, I mean, you just have to be cautious anytime I think that they're ringing up penny items. Aren't you guys? Does the penny list last all week? Typically, yes. Usually for more than a week. Usually the items stay a penny for months and months. Not always. What about the gift card deal? What about it? Does any other store have penny items other than Dollar General? Yes. Lots of other stores. The difference is it's in Dollar General's policy that they have to sell us the penny items for a penny. Home Depot, Family Dollar, Michael's, can't remember the others, but they literally don't have to sell them to you, so it's a waste of time. If you spend all this time trying to figure out what's a penny, and then they don't sell them to you when you get to the register, that's real shitty. I had a manager tell me yesterday that if we did the glitch for the gift cards, now they have loss prevention involved, and we're all going to go to jail. Well, I guess I'll see you in jail, sister. Dr. Scholl's lower back insoles 4873 just rang up full price in Georgia. 4873. Is that the right barcode for the penny list? All right, I'm gonna go. Okay, somebody says I've been trying for a month and I can't find anything at all. I'm in Memphis. A lot of times, if you're in a big city like that, you will have trouble. My best advice is to go to the stores. I seem to have better luck with the stores that are like out in the boonies. Try those. Don't give up, because I promise eventually you will find some. And it is very difficult in the beginning. It is very difficult, which is good, really, because those who don't continue to look for penny items, then we don't have them as competition. People are always worried about us talking about penny items on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. But the good news is most people don't last and continue to penny shop over time, because there is some work involved and most people are lazy as fuck. So that's a good thing for us. All right. Did you get your car fixed? No, but I do officially need a battery. I was convinced, even after that day, I was like, I don't need a battery. I'm just an idiot and keep leaving shit on. But I need a battery. What about the cheat sheet? I'm going to work on one, I promise. I've been trying to do it forever now. Early activation on pennies now. But early activation this week is good. Okay? Alright, bye guys. I really gotta go. You'll be my driver? Come pick me up, girl. Pennies are not the same everywhere. Your miles may vary. Yeah, but for the most part, they're the same everywhere. That's just I'm covering my ass just in case you go to the store and it doesn't ring up for a penny. Oh my gosh, this person. Why, in the same county I find stuff last week, candy was a penny next door, 10 nips away was not. Okay, so that literally is one of those things where your miles may vary, like the person just said in the chat, and I disputed them. But it just, I don't know, it happens like that sometimes. All right? Bye. Maybe. Back in the video. Watch the stories, because that would be a really great way to give you guys quick information.